Episode 40 of Air Hauler 2, and we are here and we're getting started. Let's go ahead and just jump in. We're already down here on the ramp, ready to go. So we've loaded up, we got about 30 gallons of gas, and we have loaded up our cargo. All right, going inside, we will look at our MIP. Go ahead and hide those yokes, and all switches are off, gear is down, off. Let's go ahead and get our fuel set. Power and alternator go on, fuel pump goes on, prime that fuel pump. All right, engine should be primed, parking brake is on, power set, and clear prop. All right, we are started and looking good. Avionics goes on, off, then on. And look at that, fixes the second Garmin issue. Imagine that. So let's continue. Maps and databases, should get around to updating those at some point, but whatever. All right, here we are down at KNZY, and we will be going to 54 Alpha Zulu. Now, we're gonna make a stop at KCXL to get some fuel. Otherwise, we won't make it there. Let's go ahead, go home. Let's go to our flight plan. I'm gonna go to KCXL. And cancel KCXL. Then we're going to go to 54 Alpha Zulu. Excellent. Let's listen to the ATIS. All right, we got their alpha. Tells us that we are looking at a 258 for the wind. So obviously, if we stay with let's go ahead and get our panel lights on. Pitot heat, taxi light, lights are on. If we look at 290, yeah, we can see that that's going to be our best. Now, we could depart to the south and take a crosswind from the right hand side, but we're over here, we're already perfectly set up to take 29. So let's go ahead, get our parking brake off, and let's go about getting out of here.
Taxi and take off.
So taxi light is on, flaps are now in the approach position. We definitely want to go into our procedures, look at our departure procedure. Yes, Nassan, we're going off at runway 29. Let's load that departure. And we want to go up to 2,000 feet eventually. Landing light goes on, taxi light goes off. We've got our beacon, we got our navs, we don't need our strobes. All right, we are on the runway. Verify runway 29, 284, 284, 29, and we also have 284, so we are looking correct. All right, let's put our feet on the brakes. Go ahead and increase that power. Takeoff power is set. Gauges are green. Release the brakes. Let's put our heels on the floor. A little bit more. Rudder. All right, there we go. Airspeed's alive. And here we are. Just let her lift off, fly herself off. Tap the brakes, gear goes up. And pause the rate, speed is climbing. Let's clean up those flaps. And yaw dampener goes on.
En route.
All right, there we go.
And land at your destination.
.430 feet, start our left-hand turn. Following the command bars from our flight director. And climbing out. They're 1,500 feet. Nice and smooth. Follow those command bars. All right, we can start powering back now. To 25. Continuing to follow our turn. And let's go ahead and bring our prop back to 25. There we are, 25 squared. Approaching our 2,000 feet. There we are, 2,000 feet. Leveling off. And let's get our autopilot on. as we're approaching, we're going to need to know what we are dealing with. Flight plan, KCXL. Let's go to waypoint info. Frequencies, it only has a Unicom. That's okay, we'll put in the Unicom. But if we are to look for nearest, MML's pretty close. If we can pick up an ATIS from it. We have Victor. So we'll switch over to the Unicom. We do have Victor. Elevation is 6 feet. So we'll go down to 1200 at this point. We will continue to do this at about 400 feet per minute. We're 12 miles out. Zoom in on the 430. That's fine. Runways, 26 and 08. Well, 26 is going to be the one, so we're looking at a straight-in approach. So, procedures. We're going to do the visual into 26, and we are going to load that approach. So we want 1012 at the marker. So we'll continue down. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said a straight-in approach. It's a straight-in to join the downwind. We can see it ahead of us, so what we should do is go into heading select mode. And what we'll do is we'll turn off so that the runway, which is to our right, we'll put it on a right-hand downwind. Just so we stay on the U.S. side, I guess, but also stay out of the airspace on the Mexican side. Mind you, we could have overflown the airport, but we're not actually going to. We'll just enrich in that mixture a little bit. That should be good enough. Nice and wide. Keep it in view. And there we go. We've widened out just enough. Actually, that's plenty wide. But definitely would prefer to be out here a little bit than be that much closer. There's a ton of fields in front of us, lots of empty spaces to aim for. If we held a tighter downwind, we'd basically be flying over homes. So why not just give ourselves that extra little amount of clearance. All right, let's start powering back. We'll go ahead and go mixture rich. Get our landing light on. We are on the fullest tank, though we're getting low, which is the point of this flight. And we are down into our gear speed. Let's go ahead and drop our gear. That puts us under the 120. We'll go ahead and get our approach flaps in while we're at it. All right. Looking over our wing, we are plenty past our point. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to turn in. So, course of 260. Now, 260. There's our speed. Oh, we dipped a little bit. Need just a little bit more power to creep ourselves back up. All right. So 260 minus 45. It's 215. And we will intercept nicely onto that approach. We can see the diamond coming in. Approach mode. And we have also captured the glide path. The nose is coming over nicely. .90 knots. Gum shack gas, fullest tank. Undercarriage is down, 3 green, no red. mixture, prop, and switches. Landing light is on, all switches are set, and autopilot and yaw dampener to go. Brake check. Brakes are good. Let's get back to about 1600, 1650 on the manifold pressure. Maybe 1600. There we go. Ride that needle down.
500.
Okay, slow it up a little bit more. Minimums, autopilot, yaw dampener is out.
Landed. Taxi and park. Landing was smooth.
So this is strictly a fuel stop along our way. All right, well, let's stop right here. And we'll go ahead and we will shut down the engine.
Tab back to Air Hauler to offload/load cargo and fuel. R recommends closing FSX between flights/jobs.
That's great, but we're not there yet. We came to get ourselves some more fuel on the way. Okay, we now have ourselves some more fuel. So let's go ahead and go back onto that tank. And let's go with the hot start. Perfect. Go back to both. Rich. Let's go ahead and get our landing light on.
Taxi and take off.
All right, where's our flight plan? We now need to remove that approach. Click OK. And let's go ahead and activate that leg. KCXL 54 Alpha Zulu. Okay. And nobody is coming. We are definitely tail heavy. You can feel it. All right. Well, there switches. We are good to go. Set that power full. Heels on the floor. Gauges are all in the green. Takeoff power. Everything looks good. Rudder's good. And just let her fly off the runway. Gear and flaps are up. Oh, I did them in the wrong order. Whoa, she started to sink. Wow. That one we got away with. All right, let's go ahead and start our right-hand turn. See it on the map. We're going to turn to our right. Nice pretty thing.
Fly this sector and land at your destination.
Alright. Let's get our nose down. Start picking up some speed. Yaw dampener goes on. Yaw dampener is on. Well, on a turn, not exactly the best thing to do. So we want VOR localizer, we want altitude. Let's go up to say 3,000. Let's follow that. 54 Alpha. I see, it doesn't even exist in this old database. So I don't know where it got that from. Okay, we have KNYL's information. 54 Alpha Zulu, I remember this now. It is like a little grass strip at the bed of the other airport. So we're going to go ahead and start throttling back. Waypoint KNYL, it's, yeah, so we're going to go down to about 1200. That should put us in the right vicinity. We're only a couple miles out now. Go ahead and power back. We are going to put our mixture full rich though. Landing light stays on. We are gonna need our full flaps for this one, I think. Yeah, they definitely had this little notch over here so that they could depart it and have full access however they like to their own airport. There we are. All right. We're gonna keep an eye on it, keep going to our right, pitch up. We are in gear speed. Gear's going down. And we are now inside of flaps. We'll also lower our flaps while we're at it. All right, back inside. There we go. All right. Let's get some power in. We're gonna go full flaps. I believe that's it right there. That's it. All right, keep it coming. 500. Oh. All right, yaw dampener out. Landing light is on. Gas, fullest tank, undercarriage down, 3 green, no red. Mixture prop full, switches are out, autopilot's out, everything is out. All right. We are sinking.
Taxi and park.
All right, good job on that one. Soft field landing. All right, landing light goes off. Pitot heat goes off. Avionics go off. Lights go off, and mags off, and master's off. All right, beautiful looking display. Let's go ahead and get over to Air Hauler, and let's unload. So we have unloaded the seafood. And all right, we've got 923 of it done. Now, cargo location. So where's the rest of it? Oh, this better not have glitched. Oh, this is gonna really suck. So, Daisy's back. Well then, how is this got cargo loading at 54 Alpha Zulu? Well, this is not looking very good for us. Well, that's going in the whole wrong direction, and it's not much weight. I don't think we want to mess around with that at all. Well, we need to get the plane back then. This didn't exactly work out the way it was supposed to. I thought I had gotten all of it on board, hence the need to stop for fuel. Well, this is going to be some painfulness. I will do this flight offline. No need to have it for that. But let's just have a quick look at the finances and just see, wow, we are just skyrocketing right now. Having all this extra help with Jessica now. So we got Jessica, we got Daisy, we got Jessica. We are just loading up on the cash thanks to having 2 pilots and keeping these planes going pretty full stop. Mind you, I was away and didn't log back in, so there were days that they actually didn't do anything. You can see 5/18/5. You can see there's a gap between the 12th and the 18th. So 6 days. It could have been a lot more money. Right now we're sitting on 655,000. And I'm saving up. What I'm looking to do is probably get into a caravan at about 1.2 or a TBM. I haven't decided. It's very difficult. The TBM is going to be a lower payload, but it would still get everywhere really fast, and it can land in some pretty smallish strips, 2,500 feet and below. Though the caravan could give us some heavier cargo payload and allow us to continue to make some serious money, which also is a choice to be made. So I'm torn as to which one, just because I do like flying the TBM. It's pretty fast, whereas the caravan is still going to be at that slower flight speed, which keeps it down around the same speed as what the Bonanza is flying at. So I'm torn. But either way, we're about halfway to our goal. That's the other thing. Could easily see myself grabbing the TBM. Just because of the fact that we'll hit 1 million before we'll hit 1.2 million. Go figure, right? All right, well, with that, and seeing as we're caught up, we're going to make this the end of episode 40. Like it if you could. If you haven't, subscribe while you can, and come see us on the next one. Thanks for watching.